From studying engineering in Polytechnical University of Kabul becoming one of the most dangerous warlords of guerrilla warfare, how it happened, let's dive into it. A student who was anti-communist Islamist participated in failed uprising against Dayed Khan government. Later he joined Jamaat-e-Islami of Burhanud and Rabbani.
Just wish he knew.
When Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan in 1979, Masood started resistance from Panjshir. Panjshir is situated in north of Afghanistan. Masood devised a strategic plan for expelling the invaders and overthrowing the communist regime. The first task was to establish a popularly based resistance force that had loyalty of the people. The second phase was active defense of Panjshir stronghold while carrying out asymmetrical warfare. In third phase, the strategic offensive, Masood forces would gain control of large part of northern Afghanistan. The fourth phase was the general application of Masood principles to whole country and defeat Soviet regime. Salang Pass is the only route which connects Kabul to northern Afghanistan. It is situated on the border of Baghlan and Parwan provinces. Masood attacked Soviet forces ambushing the convoys passing through Salang Pass. It was the start of war on the gate of northern Afghanistan, and Masood battleground was northern Afghanistan too. Masood kept it till 1980. In 1980, Captain Leonid Khabarovsk entered into Panjshir with 3 battalions and 1,000 Afghan troops. While Masood fighters were no more than 200, Masood fighter had only antiquated rifles and mines. They laid mines on the road. Masood fighter let Soviet forces into the valley and ambushed them as they withdrew. During the 4-day operation, only 4 fighters of Masood were killed, while Soviet forces face heavy casualties. Even their commander Khabarovsk got bullet in his forearm. The first operation installed a garrison of Afghan troops in a fort in the town of Roka. But soon they came under the siege by Masood's fighters and suffered constant losses from harassing fire. Beginning on August 1980, a new offensive dubbed Panjshir I was carried out by Soviet forces. It included first time a heliborne landing by air assault troops. Again, Masood's fighters did not oppose the offensive frontally but ambushed the Soviet troops as they passed. Operation lasted 21 days. Masood's fighters confirmed 25 kills among their ranks and Soviet forces faced 500 deaths. This time Masood's fighters shot down helicopters too. Despite the operation, Masood's fighter did not give up siege. On November 8 a convoy of government reached, and Soviet troops engaged fighters on the heights around the town in effort to break the siege. One of Masood's sub-commander was killed and surrounding villages suffered heavily from indiscriminate bombing by Soviet aircrafts, but the siege continued. Soviet forces began another operation on December 12, 1980. Heavy airstrikes hit the valley, causing the death of 100 civilian and 15 Masood's fighter. The fort, which was under siege, finally evacuated and operation ended, leaving the valley under fighters' control. On September 6, 1981, Soviet forces again started fourth offensive. By this time Masood had assembled enough men to resist assault. To avoid losing vehicles to landmines, the Soviets sent their snappers units to clear the way in front of main force. This tactic could not work here and proved costly. Soviet could only penetrate 25 kilometers with 100 casualties.